What it is, what's happening? Today I'm going to show you guys how to make ramen out of anything in your house. I always crave ramen, especially because I'm going to be going to college soon. I'm going to be living on a ramen budget, and I don't have the ingredients to make the authentic, expensive kind of ramen, so I'm going to need some different ways to make ramen. So I'm going to show you how to make ramen out of anything in your refrigerator and anything in your cabinet. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, so about here, I don't know what happened to the sound, so I'm just gonna illustrate for you. I got an onion. What else do I got? I got ginger. What else? I got that chicken broth, because that chicken broth is the stuff right there. Let's see what else I got. Got that soy sauce, but that's Filipino soy sauce that I got from a Filipino market. Stuff is fire. You know, if you want good thick soy sauce or dark soy sauce, that's the stuff to get right there. You know, you got that oyster sauce, because oyster sauce is fire. Basically add that to like anything. And let's see what else we got. We got garlic, because you know garlic is fire as well. And we got green onions, because green onions make everything look pretty. If you want to make your plating look pretty, you just throw on some green onions. And yeah, that's about it. So I suggest you never ever throw soy sauce on the ground, because then this will happen. R.I.P. bottle cap.
In the arms of the angel, fly away.
Yeah, after this we gotta go to the Cabonite, and gotta go down to that ramen right there. Yes, chicken flavor, best flavor of all of them. Oops. Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, you gotta get that chicken flavor, because that's the best flavor of all. Then gotta hit up that cabinet, get that Bouillon cubes right there, that garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, because you gotta season, and black pepper, because black pepper and salt is the best. These are all my materials right here, because I went a little fast when I was going into my cabinet. So here it is, all the materials you would need to make this stuff. A lot of this is pretty common. Maybe like not the oyster sauce and ginger. Pretty sure this ginger might be expired, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Once you got all your ingredients, you're gonna want to chop up about 4 cloves of garlic. I know that seems like a lot. That's only because I love garlic, but you don't have to use 4 cloves of garlic. You can use however much you want. It won't mess with the recipe. Please excuse my curls in this shot, but they popping though, right? Yeah. After that, you want to cut about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of onions. Again, your preference, doesn't really matter. Then you're gonna want to shred your ginger, because ain't nobody got time to be cutting it, because that's a lot of effort, and you don't want big chunks of ginger in your broth. I mean, if you like that, you go for it. Hey, I'm not here to judge. After that, you want to put about a teaspoon of oil, because you don't want too much oil in your broth, because then it might float to the top, and yeah, it's gonna be a little nasty looking. After that, you want to wait for your oil to heat up. Then you want to drop in all your ginger, onions, and garlic. You want to give those a nice little swirl around your pan so it can cook evenly, and you cook it until your onions become translucent and you start to smell that aroma of garlicky, oniony, gingery stuff in the air, and it smells amazing, let me tell you that. Let's give it a nice little swirl. And then after that, you're going to want to add, you're going to want to add about 1/2 cup of chicken stock. And then, another 1/2 cup, so, a whole cup of chicken stock. And yeah. So once you have all that in your pan, you're going to want to add 1/2 cup of water. And then you want to bring that concoction to a boil like this. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to want to add your Bouillon cube. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the little chicken cube joints that make that chicken flavor. That's that good stuff right there. After that, you want to add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Then you want to add another tablespoon of oyster sauce, so 2 tablespoons. And then you want to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. But make sure you taste your food because you can adjust this however you like. This is just the basis for me, how I like my broth to be, not too salty. So yeah, but you can add more soy sauce, more salt, more onion powder, whatever you like, and make sure you give that a nice stir. Then you want to bring your broth to a boil once again. I forgot to mention that I wanted to use meat. Meat is optional, but I cut up some steak thinly and marinated it in soy sauce, so I'm adding that in right now, and I'm cooking it for 3 to 4 minutes or until it's done. Then I'm gonna take it out, roughly take it out. It doesn't matter if you take out the onions and stuff because it's all gonna go back into your soup eventually. Then you want to bring your soup to a boil again, then add another half a cup of water. Then you want to add in your chicken ramen. Once you place your ramen in, you're going to want to cover it with your pot cover, and you're going to want to cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. And while that's waiting, I'm going to cut up my seaweed. I'm just going to take 1 sheet of seaweed, fold it into fourths. This is optional once again. I know I didn't mention this in the ingredients because, I just found it, but you don't have to use seaweed, so it tastes good no matter what. Then I'm going to cut up my green onions nice and thin and put that to the side along with the seaweed, because this will be used as garnish. And this is our finished product for the ramen. After that 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to want to give it a nice stir to fully incorporate all the ingredients. Now it is time to plate. I am pouring in all the chicken broth once I put my noodles in. You don't have to do that. You could just use the noodles if you want, but I suggest the broth because the broth is nice and flavorful. You're gonna want to scoop out all of that goodness. After that, you're gonna want to plate your beef onto one side. Then you're gonna want to add in your seaweed. Make it look nice and pretty. Oop, 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 oop. Hey. Make sure we stop that from falling. Then you want to add in your color pop of your green onions to make it look nice and pretty. You're gonna want to swipe them edges just like Swiper used to swipe Dora stuff. Swipe, swipe. And here is your finished product.
Alright, so I'm ready to taste it. Alright. That is so good. Oh my god, it is so good. It's good. It's how I would be eating when I'm in college, just on a budget, ramen on a budget. Instead of just eating all that chicken ramen, make this if you're in college, minus like the seaweed and stuff. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe because this is my second video of my YouTube channel since I'm on the come up. So give it a thumbs up to make sure I'm doing things right, and leave any requests in the comment box below and I'll make it next time.